like you said, her skate background. There we go, sliding in up the top there. Pretty quick tube, but yeah, this is where all the points are going to come from. Throwing her board straight at the lip with so much power and control. She's such a petite lady, but she can just completely do the most powerful turns.
Look at that. Talk about just balance as well as just like quick.
That was just unbelievable. Here's Caity Simmers.
Pulls in up and under. This time she gets some shade. So already had one try at pipeline, was out in front. And now she's able to pull in just a bit deeper. So she was able to make an adjustment on the fly. That's how talented this young lady is. Focusing on Caitlin Simmers quick.
Yeah, beautiful backdoor wave once again from Caity. Just the hands to her head and a big down carve there. So, wow, she's just so connected, isn't she?
Score number 3 and also number 1 with a 10. Caity Simmers, big cave at backdoor, and she makes it. The teenage phenom from Southern California is a very gifted human being. She has been getting the waves of her life today.
Yeah, this was Molly first, just ejecting there, so just pin dropping. Hopefully she snuck through the back of that wave. And this was Caitlin Simmers behind, taking off, just negotiating that chandelier section so well. That was such a technical, hard-to-read barrel, but she did so well to hold on there. So Caitlin Simmers, a wow factor. That was a hard wave to ride.
That was so beautiful to watch, and I was really, really stoked to see her just back up, her amazing performance that she's already had in this event. But that was a hard wave to read that had a lot of lump on the face, and this little dismount here, she almost lost it there.
As we look at Caity Simmers kind of rolling in here, slopey on the face, but she will lay the rail down to set up this end section. A little bit more speed, a bigger section to work with than her wave previous. And she rides away. Her best score so far about to come in.
I guess all as we see up and riding.
Good looking wave for Caity Simmers. Needs to put everything into this one to avoid elimination. Connecting on a couple of great points there, but she's not feeling it with her body language as she steps off. Pressure cooker situation.
Here comes her opportunity. She takes off in the whitewater, has plenty of speed for this first section, and it's a huge turn from Simmers. Right up there in the top 5 coming into this event. She doesn't want to slip down the ratings. She is desperately hanging on for the finish here and does incredibly well. And you have to say that was some of the most committed surfing that we've seen in this heat so far. Simmers looking for a 6.2.
Just the variety, and that's what this lady brings to the table.
Caitlin Simmers, she's going to be playing catch-up now. 6.83 on that last ride for Isabella and Caity. Big combo. So already throwing a couple of huge individual turns.
Wow, that was a huge mistake. Opportunity lost here as we see Caity Simmers up and riding.
Smooth cutback to get started. And now drives up into the section. Nice hooking turn. Fully committed here. 5 minutes to go. Not in need of a massive number, but needs to finish this one off. Doesn't push it too hard there. Wants to save some speed down the line for this. Layback jam still going on this one. The wave stretched out beautifully.
Yep.
And Tommy Whitaker puts his hands together. Pretty good looking wall standing up for Caitlin Simmers on the outside. And the 18-year-old builds a lot of speed for this first section. Drives up into it. Hooks one off the top. Again, goes to the rail, a similar turn. Looking to mix things up now. There's a nice floating re-entry as she finds her way through to the inside.
Wow.
And that is an awesome response. Great opening exchange from these two competitors. Caitlin Simmers going to get herself right back in this heat. Tom Whitaker likes it. That was solid. And also, really patient.
Yeah, she showed restraint on this wave, which is exactly what you need to do when you're surfing the Bell's Bowl. If you rush it, your timing will be just out, and you will not be in sync with these sections as they come down. And Caity just tagging it. Great variety here. Gets the closeout section. She didn't push it too hard. She knew she had to get to the finish on this one, and she was going to net a really good score here. Driving through that turn, slicing through the lip. Off the bottom, off the top combination. Great style. You know, tucks that back leg in. Right at the knee there. Very aesthetically pleasing on the eye as she goes through these turns. And this one stood up. That's the best finishing section we've seen all morning. Great answer back here from Caitlin. We got a hit on our hands.
Welcome back. Something standing on the outside here. Caitlin Simmers has priority already. Has banked an 8.5 on her opening ride. Look at this wall stretching out. She climbs up over the section. Almost finds a bit of release there. Out onto the open face. Piecing this one together beautifully at the moment. Looks out the back for a second before setting her sights on the end section here. Loading up. Nice little kick on the fins. Gets a bit of drift and gets the completion. That'll be a tidy backup number for Caitlin.
Last year they had 5 matchups. That was Katie's first year on tour. And this is their 6th matchup right now. But imagine in 5 years, they're probably going to have 4 pages worth of matchups.
I can't wait. What a cool matchup to see it really at any venue, as Caity Simmers had a 4.83 on her opener. Essing to keep her rail engaged on that Chris Borst design. Throwing down the slash on the open face, and she'll get out of there.
I just love this wave from Caity. You know, Caroline wasn't in the spot to even go this wave, so this was all on the fence right here. A little bubble there, but this was so well timed, slashing, kicking the tail out, and then she just had to sit here and wait, and she just got gifted with the nicest inside bowl over the reef here to just slice it. Nothing too crazy, but just well served. I would say this could possibly go higher than her 7, I would say, because that was an amazing turn, kicking the tail out. So much speed and control there. She's just cruising through these turns.
And Simmers trying to put herself in a position. 15 seconds left in the final. Simmers takes off, needing a 5.5. Caity goes off the top. Big first turn. 5 seconds on the clock. This will be the last wave of the final. Simmers has to stay on her feet. Essing her way into this inside track. Has a section to work with. Hits it off the top and rides away.
Wow.
Whitaker celebrates with Gabe Garcia.
She took off, and that was a late takeoff. She had to scramble to get there, up into the lip there. The judges are going to love that. And then coming around this section, she just had to wait. And imagine the nerves. She heard the countdown buzzer go off right here. And she needed to do something big because it went pretty sleepy in between. But she gets to this inside, kicks the tail, and holds on. You could tell she was just holding on.
Obviously good enough to win her events, but her competitive edge this year has really helped her get consistency in her results. She's been so impressive with the decision making, and she's onto another good ride here. Wow. 0.28 to get back out in front. Meanwhile, on the outside, Caity finds more room to move. Another strong opening move. Up into the pocket again. Kicking on that tail. Ooh, she's going to dive off there. Just over 17 and a half minutes to go.
But I feel like the ones that she's taking off and just forcing her a little bit out on the shoulder, they're just haven't got that scoop to them.
Here's Caity Simmers looking for just a 3.84. Glassy open face. How fun was that? Forehand hook. Quick jam in the pocket for Simmers. World number 1 lights it up again. And a nice little pin drop to step off.